wear all the pointy heeled stuff and all that.
I do. No, actually, most of the time I wear flip. I've worn the same. Do you remember my flip-flops?
Oh, yeah.
I still wear flip-flops.
You might remember your flip-flops.
Like, I've worn the same style flip-flops for probably the last 7 years.
Uh-huh.
What did Gillian Anderson wear to the Golden Globes? I wore a dress covered in vaginas.
Well, there's another rumor, and this is one of these things that's all over the blogs, that you guys filmed a famous sex scene, but it never aired. Is that correct?
Dana, with your life in the last couple of years, it's really been...
You can call me Gillian.
Awesome. Dana Scully, I'm talking, I mean, because I'm so addicted to the X-Files. Gillian, in the...
I'm playing Mulder.
Switch up.
And David, he's agreed that he's gonna like take about a foot off of his height, and I get to be taller than him as Mulder. And I get to wear red Speedos and like put something in the front so it looks like I'm as stacked as he was on the day. Anyway, I didn't just say that, but yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
That's a good way to do it.
True. Yeah.
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 So, bless you.
Really?
Hey, they are. Do you enjoy the food?
Did I enjoy the food? No, did I enjoy the food?
We didn't know the direction that the writers were going to take our relationship. Every time a script came, it was new information. I think the writers were just having a ball. Brian Fuller, the exec producer and creator, said to me at one point that they would come up with the craziest paragraphs for me to say out of fun to see whether I could make sense of the gobbledygook.
Honestly, that anybody bought my shit is just a miracle because it was all, you know. But I remember reading something that Brian said at one point. What was it that you said in some interview about that one of the funnest experiences you had was trying to make as much nonsense in a paragraph and trying to watch me figure out how to fucking make sense of it. And I thought, are you fucking kidding me? I'm glad I didn't take it any more seriously. Could you imagine me, like, you know, the entire plane ride home, oh, fuck, what does this mean? But he said this.
Actually, I'm looking forward to working with you. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, really?
This is probably the most cringy scene I've ever done. When I look at it, it just looks awful when I see it off the TV, so don't, you know. So there's a very strong opinion either way. I think a lot of young girls just want to see Mulder making out with somebody.
Girls love the book, like they were hot and bothered. You know a woman's into a book when she curls up like this here.
What was it like portraying Emily Maitlis?
As I said, it was daunting. I was very familiar with her, you know, from the interview and having listened to her new podcast for a long time. She's so much of what I'm not. And she's just a really kind of fabulous woman.
You got to meet her, I understand, from this.
Stop it!
Stop what? It's a photograph. What's wrong with a photograph? Do you not like this photograph? What's wrong with this photograph, Gillian Anderson?
Shut up.
You think she looks better in this photograph than you do?
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
So, I was invited to, we were in the midst, put it down. I was in the middle of filming the movie. And I was asked to go to a charity event that she was going to be interviewed by Keir Starmer, who was the opposition leader in the UK. And so I wanted to see her being interviewed, and then it wasn't.
That must have been quite a moment.
Well, I mean, the hilarious part of it was I had come to this charity event not having prepared at all and was really disheveled. And she showed up as Emily Maitlis, who looks like a movie star, and was tanned and short white skirt and tanned legs and everything. And I literally looked like her great aunt in the picture.
I heard you did run into her at an event one night.
I did. There was a charity event that I was invited to that she was going to be at.
There you are.
And I know. And I'd literally come in from the country being in the mud with my kids for a week and didn't prepare at all, didn't have makeup with me, and then showed up and, you know, that is as she is
glam.
She is glam. I'd just been with my kids and I'd driven in and I was a mess and I didn't really have anything to wear and I threw something on and I didn't have her makeup and I arrived and all of a sudden she's there and she's always tan and she's wearing a white leather mini skirt outfit and has a blow dry and she's fabulous.
And knee-high white boots.
And knee-high white boots, you noticed. And there I am. So what's funny to me is if with that picture, if anybody were to look at it and you were to say which one is the actress, it would not have been me. I would have been, that's the journalist and that's the actress. But the funnier thing was that because I'd been studying her for so long, I knew her so well. She was like my friend. Mm-hmm. So I went in for a really, really big hug.
And was it received?
I think I may have come across as a lunatic. I think I actually like...
I'm sure she was delighted.
Weird.
Really awkward when Gillian Anderson bumped into her.
I've since met her and behaved with her as if I knew her, as if we were best friends, which didn't go down very well.
She obviously knew you were playing her.
Yeah, she knew I was playing her, but she's also got her own project. Yeah. So she was very boundaried about that. But I just noticed the degree to which I knew her so well by that point. I was like going in for like a really, friendly hug.
Quite brilliant lady. And she must be delighted. I mean,
she was up on the stage and Keir Starmer was getting to interview her. And he asked her what it was like to have somebody in the room who wanted me to stand up and act and show how I behaved, like, how I was her.
Oh God.
I know, yeah, that happened.
Oh God.
Yes, I know. Thank you very much. Fortunately, I said no.
Yeah.